Why don't you make yourself sick? I mean, if it was something you ate, you will feel better when you've got rid of it.
No. I'll wait, and if it doesn't pass, I'll get something from the sister.
I wouldn't advise that. She'll probably give you an emetic, and that could be pretty drastic, you know. Be less painful if you do it yourself.
I suppose I should give it a try. Oh.
No, not in there. You'll only have to clean it up. Now go to the shower block.
Poor Sandy's got an upset tummy. Must be something she ate.
You bitch. I should have thought you had something to do with all this.
Doesn't look well, does she?
No, she doesn't. Mind you, she ain't been the same since her husband died.
Witch!
Gotcha! You! Not everyone's noticed it, but we have. Depression, fits of temper, now this. It's no wonder she committed suicide.
Hey, Bea, have you seen Sandy?
No, sorry.
She said she was feeling crook and she said she'd go and lie down for a while.
Yeah, well, she will let the tucker they lay on in here, won't she? You tried looking in her cell?
Of course I have. She's not there and nobody's seen her since she left the rec room.
Oh, don't worry, love. She'll turn up.
No, I'm real worried about her. Because Mari and her thug mates have disappeared too.
Oh, good oh, the less we see of them, the better.
Well, don't you reckon it's funny that they've all vanished together?
Well, maybe they all whispered the same magic word at the same time. Now, are you going to let me finish my book before lights out?
Crikey, Bea, what's wrong with you? Sandy could be in real trouble and you don't give a stuff.
Sandy can look after herself, or haven't you noticed?
Yeah, but if she's feeling funny or something and they all gang up on her...
Well, if you're so worried about it, what are you doing mucking about here? There must be somewhere you've missed looking.
Well, thanks for nothing. I suppose you'll be real sorry when I get my other arm in plaster.
What are you doing? Get off, bitch!
All right, listen, you fight 1-to-1.
Okay! I can't pick this up and neck it's too tight!
Well, rat off, Smith.
She's dead already, do you?
I don't know, Buff. She will be if we can't get this flaming thing off. Go get some help.
I'll have to have a chat to Meg about overtime. Suppose she's in charge of that now.
No, sooner you than me.
What's going on here, Winter?
I ran into a door, didn't I?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You've been fighting.
Come on, Winter, what happened?
I told you.
You don't expect us to believe that.
I've got a very sensitive nose, Miss Conway. You just got to touch it's like turning on a flame and tap, blood everywhere. Been like that since I was a kid.
What's the matter, Burns?
Oh, you gotta come straight away, Mr. Faulkner.
It's been an accident. I can't bring it around.
Get out of the way, Smith.
Is there anything I can do?
I think you've done enough already, don't you?
Heck, you don't think we had anything to do with it, do you, Mr. Faulkner?
We just walked in here and found her lying.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, she's alive.
Thank God for that.
Good heavens. Is she going to be all right?
Yeah, I think so.
You never change, do you?
Oh, Miss Conway, we didn't have anything to do with this.
We were just going to the loo.
To hold each other's hands. And I suppose that towel just twisted itself in the rope.
We've got to get her to the hospital.
Oh, well, I'll get a stretcher. Now, you two will end up in solitary. Mrs. Davison will have a lot to talk to you about.
Oh, hello, love. You have a good day?
Oh, not bad.
Hi.
Oh, hello there. Aren't you going to introduce me to the young lady here?
You bet I am. Wally, I'd like you to meet my daughter. Laurie, this is Wally.
Hello, Wally.
This is your daughter? Oh, hi. She's told me all about you. I'm pleased to see she didn't exaggerate.
Yeah, thanks. Isn't she cute?
Oh, she sure is cute. Yes, by the way, Jude, did you have any visitors today?
You know, it's funny you should mention that. I had one or two. I kept wondering how they found me. You wouldn't know anything about it, would you, Walt? It's lucky for you. I was glad to see them. That's all I can say.
Oh, good. I'm so relieved. I've been tossing it over my brain all day whether I did the right thing going to see her or not.
Come on, you don't think I'm going to be angry with you for bringing me my daughter, do you?
I'm so relieved I didn't do the wrong thing. By the way, has it ever occurred to you we must be getting long in the tooth to have grown-up daughters? Do you know my eldest Mickey would be about your age?
Huh?
Yeah, she's overseas at the moment, courtesy of her capitalist stepfather.
Yeah, you should hear her going on about him having money.
Yeah, I remind her of that. You know what she said? She said travel is very good for broadening the experience.
Oh, sure.
I thought you were up in Queensland.
Yeah, well, I was going to be. It's just that I got a bit worried about my mum. Then when I saw the flat, I just panicked, I suppose.
Can you believe this? In one day, 2 people go off to Mrs. Morris with my problems. It's horrific, isn't it?
Anyway, she brought me here.
Yeah, she's a good lady. By the way, Jock Stewart didn't die after all. He'll never walk again, though. He's got permanent spinal injury. At least he won't be able to hurt anyone, that's all.
Yeah, the cops still want to see you, though.
Yeah. Mrs. Morris said it's only going to be me going into the police station giving a statement about what happened.
Shouldn't be too bad, should it?
I don't know. I'm still on parole.
Well, surely that won't make any difference, Mum. I mean, you haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, I don't know. See, when you're on parole, you're not supposed to change your address. I mean, they might find out when I'm staying here that they remember you coming in and giving a statement when I escaped last time.
Yeah, but that was last time. They didn't have enough evidence to do anything, did they? Anyway, we'll think of something to tell them.
Oh, don't worry, Mum. It'll be all right. Mwah.
Oh, Wally, I'd like one more small favor.
Yeah?
Would you mind if Florrie spent a couple of days with us?
Well, she doesn't mind sleeping on the floor.
Of course I don't.
Oh, were you kidding?
By the way, tell me, do you like muesli?
Oh, yeah?
I have a fantastic new recipe.
Sweetheart, you have no idea what you've let yourself in for.
How are you feeling this morning, Edwards?
Like I've been kicked in the head by a mule.
You had a very lucky escape.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're ready to tell us exactly what happened.
It was nothing, Mrs. Davidson.
You nearly died last night. Do you call that nothing?
Well, let's just say it was between me and some of the other women. Nothing to do with the screws.
Edwards, whatever happens in this prison concerns me and the officers. I want an explanation. You must tell me for your own sake. If you don't, how are we going to prevent it from happening again?
You can't, whether you know who did it or not.
Mr. Faulkner, I would like you to fetch Smith and Burns from Solitary and bring them to my office. Perhaps they can throw some light on this unfortunate affair.
Right, Mrs. Davidson.
Mrs. Davidson, you're making a very big mistake there.
I beg your pardon?
Doreen and Bea didn't have anything to do with it at all.
Then who was involved? I do not understand your attitude. A woman nearly died last night. Somebody must know something.
There's nothing we can tell you, Mrs. Davidson.
Cannot or will not, Smith? We were just down to the loo when we saw Sandy lying there. I do not accept that explanation. I understand you looked as though you'd been in some sort of scuffle yourself, Burns. Yeah, well, do you think I'm going to go after another one of these?
We're sorry about what happened to Sandy, but all we did was walk in, find her, and call for help.
Very well. As you are obviously not going to cooperate, I shan't waste any more of my time. Wait outside. I take it you haven't been able to get anything out of the other women.
We gave Winter a thorough grilling last night, and the same thing, nothing.
It doesn't surprise me.
I still think Burns had something to do with it.
She'd definitely been fighting. She's been in a lot of trouble lately. And then there was her attempted escape.
Well, the Barnhurst business was never explained, but this is different. With women like Smith and Winter in the vicinity.